What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some NBA games for Tuesday, May 10th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the games. We're going to be looking at the Sixers versus the Heat in Game 5, Mavericks versus the Suns in Game 5. I'm not going to take up too much time in this video. I got to head over to the job here in less than 2 hours. So I'm just going to breeze through this really quickly, and hopefully it helps you guys. On this, let me bring up a bigger screen. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way I have it structured here is I keep track of home team win-loss records for the NBA playoffs. So this Sixers and Heat game would be the 60th NBA playoff game for this season in particular. I also keep track of the series record up top here. Right here is the road team, their coach's record, his postseason record, their record as a team for the season, their road record, and their record for the playoffs all time. In the middle is the head-to-head records between the two teams, as well as all time for the postseason, as well as for this season in particular. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their playoff record, their coach's record, and his playoff record. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to go over both sides here for you. First, I start with the home team, and then I'll go over some numbers for the road team. So if we were to start with the home team, the Heat, to win this game, some numbers that would favor the Heat to win this game. Today has 37 and 57 date numerology on the Gregorian. If you write out the number 37, you can see that it also sums to 57. It also sums to 60. And this will be the 60th NBA playoff game for the season, and it just happens to feature the Sixers versus the Heat. If the Heat do win this game, they would get their 60th win for the season, as Sixers sit on 57 wins for the season. Again, today with 37 and 57 date numerology, written out 37 sums to 57. It also sums to 60. 60th NBA playoff game for this season. Sixers can sit on 57 wins. Heat can get their 60th win for the season. Heat would get their 75th all-time head-to-head win against Sixers. 75 is just a reflection of 57. Sixers can sit on that 57 wins to go with. If you write out the number 57 date numerology, 57 sums to 131, which is the 32nd prime number. And this is the Heat would become 60-32 for a season record with a win. 60-32 today with 37 and 57 date numerology. 37 sums to 60, 57 sums to 131, the 32nd prime number. Today is the ninth day of the ninth month on the Hebrew civil side of the calendar, like 99. And Sixers coach, he can get his 99th postseason loss all time for his career. It's the ninth day of the second month on the Hebrew religious side, like 92. And Heat's coach can get his 92nd postseason win all time for his career. So the Heat coach can get that 92nd. The Sixers coach can get that 99th. It mirrors the Hebrew civil and the Hebrew religious side of the calendar, 9-9 and 9/2. And then it's going to be the 39th day of the Hebrew religious calendar, the 39th day. And Heat can get their 35th home win. 39 and 35 are identical in all four a cipher. So those would be some numbers for the Heat. If the Sixers were going to win this game, some numbers for the Sixers here. Today does have 37 date numerology on the Gregorian. The Heat coach, he can sit on 751 wins all time for his career with a loss. 751 is just a reflection of 157, and 157 is the 37th prime number. Today is May the 10th, written 5/10 or 10/5. Sixers coach can get his 105th postseason win for his career. Sixers would get their 58th win for the season as Heat coach gets his 515th loss all time for his career, while Heat get their 115th playoff loss as a team. If you write out the number 58, 58 sums to 115. It also sums to 155, which is just an anagram of 515. And we know today has 37 date numerology. We know that 37 sums to 60. We know that this is the 60th playoff game for this season. The Heat can go ahead and get their 33rd loss for this season. 33, if you write it out, sums to 60. So those would be some numbers for the Sixers and the Heat game. Let's go ahead and move on to the Mavericks and the Suns. We'll do this real quick. Mavericks and the Suns. Okay, so let's start with the Suns, the home team, and then we'll go over some numbers for the Mavericks, the road team. If the Suns were to win this game, we do know that today is the 39th day of the Hebrew religious calendar. The Mavericks, they can get their 35th loss for the season and their coach's 35th postseason game for his career. And I showed you guys 39 and 35 are identical in all four base ciphers. They both sum to 61 as well, just to note that. And this will be the 61st NBA playoff game for this season. This will be the Mavericks' 47th away game, Suns' 47th home game. If we write out the number 47, 47 sums to 149, the 35th prime number. 35 and 39 identical in all four base ciphers. What else? If you write out the number 22, 22 sums to 39, and Mavericks would get their 22nd road loss for the season, and the Suns would sit on 22 losses for the season with a win. And then today with 37 date numerology on the Gregorian, Suns can get their 37th home win for the season. And I think that's about it for the Suns side. If we were to look at the Mavericks side, Mavericks can get their 59th win for the season, this being the 17th postseason head-to-head matchup between these two teams. 59 is the 17th prime number. Suns can sit on 153 playoff wins as a team with a loss. 153 is the 17th triangular number. If you write out the number 59, 59 sums to 54. And Mavericks coach can get his 251st win all time for his career. 251 is the 54th prime number. What else? What else? The Suns would get their 23rd loss for the season as Mavericks get their 83rd all-time head-to-head win against the Suns, 83 the 23rd prime number, while the Suns fall 2-3 like 23 head-to-head against the Mavericks for this NBA playoff series. And then the 39 day of the Hebrew religious. I've already showed you that 39 and 35 are identical in all four base ciphers. Mavericks could become 3-5 like 35 head-to-head against the Suns for this season with a win. And so those would be some numbers for that game. Hopefully this helps. I apologize for this being a very quick, short video. I'm getting ready to go to work here now in about an hour and a half, coming up close. So I got to edit this video really quick and upload it. Sorry it wasn't too long, too detailed, but hopefully this gives you some insight to what's going on with some of these numbers. You know, a quick overview for both sides, for both games. And hopefully it helps. Hopefully gives you an overview, gets you started, compare and contrast to what you already have. I wish you guys the best luck on all your picks today. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. And I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next video.